So this series that we're going to be doing today for the whole month of May actually is Proverbs of Day challenge for the month of May. So we decided that we're going to do one proverb every day. And the team got me into it. It was like, come on, Miss Lockram, can you do this? It's like, you guys, I don't mind doing it, but why can't you all sometimes be on the camera? It's like, because you do it so well. I'm like, that's an excuse. But anyway, I agreed to do it. So we're going to get started. And today is day one. It's going to be talking about wisdom and mentors, the usefulness of Proverbs. Okay. And it's going to be quick and brief. We're going to be talking about wisdom and mentors. So I was using the NASB. Again, you guys, we're not a religious organization. Most people know I'm a firm believer of God. We don't have to agree. I believe in Messiah. We don't have to agree. That's okay. That's the whole purpose of the locker room. We don't focus on our disagreements. We focus on what we have in common. But there are some key principles, and I'm going to focus on principles that can be applied across any type of avenue, any type of industry or field that you're in. And one of these is going to Proverbs 1 in the second verse, just so you all have a reference. It says, to know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wisdom, in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instructions. So right there, I don't know about you all, but for me, I'm on a journey right now to expand beyond my current economic status and things like that. I deal a lot with a lot of businesses. I own several businesses. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I have several startups that I'm doing, and I work with quite a few, not a whole lot, but different business coaches who are well off beyond where I'm at right now. And they are giving me some key ideas and principles to look at and different books to focus on. And one of the things that helps me is that I didn't have that coaching. I didn't have those people saying, hey, have you considered this? Or, hey, have you thought about that? I was out here in the lone wolf trying to do things. And yes, I had some successes. And yes, I've written some different books about different things that I've done. But the point is this: if you want to grow beyond where you are, you need mentors that will help you, who have achieved what you are trying to achieve and have been there, that can lead you and direct you in those pathways and those current situations. Because it's like, if you are trying to get somewhere you've never been, how can you direct yourself to it? You don't have the roadmap. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to go here. You're going to have trial after trial after trial after trial after trial. It is much better, more efficient, and it's wiser to connect with a mentor who has already done what you're trying to do and can lead you on that path. Not necessarily tell you do this or do that. It will be helpful for them to be able to do that, but to direct your direction, to give direction to your course. So that way you know that you're on target, and they can fine tune you in a way that will help you achieve those results much faster than if you were to do it by yourself. And that's one of the things that I got at least from this Proverbs here, from Proverbs 1. And then it also talks about people that are trying to entice you to get off course. You know, sometimes you have those people that mean well, but they really don't. They really do not have your best heart. They don't really have your best interest at hand. A lot of times, some people just want to see you fail, because by seeing you fail, it gives more satisfaction or justification for why they aren't achieving or going out doing what they're supposed to be doing. You guys, we have all been there. Those people, that crab mentality where there's like, they can't get out of the barrel, but they see you climbing up, so they want to pull you down. You got to be mindful of those people that say, hey, come over here, when you know you're supposed to be doing something else, when you know you're supposed to be focusing on a goal, focusing on a task at hand. And you have those people that come with little distractions or different things like, hey, we're just going to go out. Hey, we're just going to kick it. Hey, we're just going to do something other than what you know you're supposed to be doing. A very good principle that I got from reading or listening to Mel Robinson's book, 5-Second Rule, is to apply that 5-second rule in that moment when you know you're not supposed to be doing something. You're not supposed to be going over there having that conversation or scrolling through social media and different things like that. If you're really trying to achieve something, just count backwards from 5 to 0, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go do whatever it is that you're trying to do and needed to do, whether you feel like it, because you know you need to do it. It doesn't matter what your emotions are, your state is that in that regards. That has helped me so much. And I can see that principle in place here in this first Proverbs, you guys. So I really, really want to encourage you in that regards. If you haven't gotten that book, you can check it out. It's on our book list at LCKERROOM.com. That's LCKERROOM.com. Go check it out. It's in the members area. So we really, really want to help you in that. And then you also want to be mindful too. It talks about there's sections in here from on the NASB version of Proverbs 1. It talks about wisdom warns, and that gets down to the verse 20, how it says, wisdom shouts in the street. She lifts her voice in the square. At the end of the noisy streets, she cries. At the entrance of the gates in the city, she utters her sayings. How long, O naive ones, will you love being simple minded? You guys, oftentimes we are around people who think very low. And by what that means is that if you have goals that seem a bit lofty, to other people, they might seem extremely out of their reach, but to you, you know you can achieve it. You know you can do that. Wisdom is like, hey, I'm right here. Get around those people who can help you. Stop associating or stop being around those people who can't help you. There's a difference for being around people who are helping you and people that you're just using to get to where you want to go. You guys, I'm not encouraging, Mr. Locker Room is not encouraging, and lockerroom.com is most definitely not encouraging you, okay, to be in these streets trying to use people to get what you want. We are not trying to promote usury. We want you to have wisdom. We want you to get connected to wise people that are going to help you, those mentors that are going to push you, hold you accountable, and keep you focused. And that way there's an exchange. There should be an exchange. It's not just take. There should be an exchange to where you're giving and receiving at the same time from those people in there. It's like having a mastermind group, okay? You want to be around like-minded people that know things that you may not know, because you don't have to know everything. And then you want to also contribute to that environment and not just take, because then you're going to be burning bridges that you may not have the opportunity to rebuild later on. You want to be around those people who don't think, oh, it's like, oh, I'm just good with this. Oh, I'm just good with that. And if that's you, that's okay. But if you're trying to get into a place that is beyond where you are, that type of thinking is not going to get you there. Because if it was going to get you there, you would already be there. You have to get into a different change. You have to change your mindset. You have to get into a different place mentally, which was going to feed your emotions differently and cause you to be able to think about different things and feel about different things and begin to settle those emotions. You might have some traumas and things like that that are causing you to think a certain way. You need to deal with those things and allow those things. Anytime I was talking with a young man not that long ago, because we do that here at the locker room, about facing issues and no longer sweeping them under the rug. You guys, there comes a point in time in life where you're going to have to stop running from those things that pain you, in your memory, in your amygdala, that causes where most memories are stored. You're going to have to face those things. It's not going to be easy, but I guarantee you that once you face those things and you heal from that to where it's no longer a trigger point for you, it will be so much easier and so much better for you in the end. And it will help to reshape your thinking. You will be free from those memories, free from those mental prisons, and free from that torment that happens in the mind. It's like, oh, when you remember the different traumas and stuff that happen, even if you need to go get help by seeking out a counselor or something like that, you guys do. There is nothing wrong with that. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you investing in your mental health so that way you can be successful, reach those goals that you know you can. We know that you can get those goals, and no matter how lofty they are, as long as you have people in your corner, and even if you don't have them, there are things that you can do to push yourself forward and seek out wisdom, seek out wise counsel, seek it out because there is safety in wise counsel. There is a support system in wise counsel. There's accountability in wisdom. And you guys, we don't want you to be out here in these streets trying to figure things out on your own. We know how difficult that is. I know how difficult that is, and it's not good. It's not good. But if you have to, do it. Don't have any excuses for not doing it. Do what you can now, but if you can, also seek out that wisdom, seek out those wise counsel, and don't think that you have it all together, because if you had it all together, you guys, then you would have already received the success and accomplishments that you're trying to do. If you're looking for different goals and you're not achieving them, there might be something that you don't know and you need to go learn it. And somebody might have it, and it'll be so much easier for you to connect with those people than to try and figure it out on yourself. A lot of times what stops us is fear. You don't have to be afraid, you guys. Don't be afraid of failing. It's like whatever you do, know that you are going to achieve and get some type of result. If the result you get is not what you want, hey, you didn't fail. You just didn't get the result that you wanted. So do it again, but this time, adjust some things. If you don't know what to adjust, that's why you need to seek out wisdom. That's why it's good to have a mentor. That's why it's good to have somebody who has done or trying or has been successful at what you're doing, regardless of what it is, that you can bounce those ideas off of, and they can say, hey, this is what's happening. I'm running into this type of result, this type of situation and scenario when I do X, Y, Z. And they can say, hey, you might need to do this, this, and this. And then that way you can get feedback much better, faster, much better feedback quicker from somebody who's been through the ropes, who can let you know. All right, you guys. So this has been day one of our Usefulness of Proverbs series that we have going on for the month of May. Tune in tomorrow for Proverbs number 2. If you haven't already, join us in the discussion on our blog area. In our forum area at lockerroom.com/forum. That's for the members and stuff like that. If you haven't already, it's a free membership, you guys. Just go ahead and sign up. It's free. And then you can join the discussion there, you guys. This has been my time. I'm Mr. Lockerroom, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.